Last time on A Date with Fate, the Orem family escaped through the town with the help of Darkblade and Grit, Ylith and Caltherion coming along with them. Kirta explained the ring and his mother's theory about Tapuwala, and the various party members signed on to this interesting journey. We begin now with some quiet time on the boat before setting out in the morning. Welcome to A Date with Fate. So what do you want to do?
Well, how much longer until it's light out?
It was only like 9 o'clock, and it's spring, so the sun set really early, so like, all night is left.
So, because I cannot play my instruments because we have to be exceedingly quiet, I will instead pull out my my notebook and start writing new lyrics to the new song I am going to write.
Helps you get through grieving.
Is the title "We All Live in a Paddle Boat"? A yellow
We
paddle boat.
all live in a yellow paddle boat.
A merchant paddle boat, actually.
A
A merchant paddle boat.
A
What?
merchant paddle boat.
Oh,
What did you think I said?
No, that was just the part of this song that goes, a what? Oh.
I don't know.
I wasn't sure if you said merchant, merging, or virgin. So I'm glad that Chelsea asked as well.
Okay, I thought maybe like the paddle got mixed up with piddle, and I'm like, nope, not that either.
You go, yellow submarine. Oh, what? A yellow submarine. Oh,
A little sweet
Oh.
Caroline, ba ba
I was like,
bye.
what a coincidence that Chelsea's "a what" happened in time with the song.
Yeah, I didn't know that was part of it. Or that there was a version like that. So anything else as night falls?
Sorry.
Like, I'm sure Caltherion and Elith, we can always come back to something if Stephen wanted to do anything. Like, I can imagine conversations happening here, but like I'm not gonna do it for him.
I'm seething, so just gonna sit here
Let you
and
calm down.
oh, I'm
Because you were turned down by a human.
I'm at 45%. So I've got a great idea.
Go for it.
You've got a grit idea?
I've got a great,
A
but also
grit idea.
Oh, I can't do it until we land. I don't want to.
Oh, until you get to the next city? Okay.
Well, until we're done with this
Oh.
navigator.
Well, then you pass the night, unless anyone wants to have any conversations. You can always roleplay them too if you want, like written. You get comfortable in your cubbies.
Can I view everybody's soma and see if I can?
I totally meant to tell you that, Rachel. When you first saw the human, you would have gotten like really nice, even though he's so like kind of blunt and like I don't know, crass, I guess. You still get the colors of a nice spring day, but kind of dulled because he's older, and like somewhat what's the word? Disillusioned. But so he's still like a nice spring day as far as colors go.
Okay. Yeah, I just want to get a bead on everyone's life force and see if anybody is fading or if anyone is not feeling too great, and just check out what their mindset may be if with a I don't know if that'd be a insight at disadvantage since they're not actively talking, so it's literally just
well, from a normal without doing any insight or anything, like we can describe. So again, Rachel's character sees like an aura essentially of a person. So if you want to describe what you think your aura looks like in this moment, go for it. I think Caltherion would be whatever amounts to confusion and also like uncertainty and like what did I get myself into kind of colors, maybe like a weird swirl of blue and like yellow and brown is what comes to my mind.
Okay.
That is what. Uh, yes, that is. I'm red and orange, and then Gilith, what color would you describe yourself?
Um, like my aura, I'd probably describe it maybe with some blues with like little like aurora borealis greens and purples going through it.
So I have red and orange swirls in my aura, but a tiny line of yours going the opposite direction, sort of slowing mine down. Thank
Hmm.
you again for the
This sleepy juice.
yes.
Or
Chloroform. Thank you.
I mean, honestly, I do like sleepy juice. But
That's
just
okay
so we all
because
know, like in reality, chloroform like knocks you out, but you wake up feeling like shit.
Never had it.
I don't want to
Is
use it
something
for
that you know from experience, Darkblade, or
Oh, is Darkblade saying it?
no?
No.
I'm just teasing.
So what about the rest of you? What colors is Rachel seeing?
Deep depression.
Like a dark blue,
Yes.
black.
black, like a muddy brown black.
Amanda, what does she see of you?
I would say like a deep amber, but then also like hints of yellow for like hope for this journey, but also like dark purple for like being cautious.
okay.
For Kirta and his family, at least for Kirta especially, you see like a earthy crust kind of thing, but inside is like same depression that Kira is showing, like very strongly, but like there's like this outer layer, and then Nazan is just all pink and red right now, thinking about the kids.
Mhm. Um, with all of that, I'm going to make my way over to muddy brown, black, blue bruises all over Kira. Um, and just be like, oh, sorry, I'm just gonna, I'm gonna sneak through here if that's okay. I'm sorry. Um, and plop myself down next to her and go, hey, I mean, hey, cause we're whispering. Hey, Kira, how are you holding up?
Haley, what are you looking at?
I was pulling up the character descriptions.
Jordan said,
I asked you how you're holding up.
I am fine. I am fine. I tried to say with the bad
You know,
thing.
I may be blind, but I am not deaf. I can hear when you're lying.
Well, it has been a different type of day than I was expecting to have.
I understand. I get that. I know what bad days feel like. But, I mean, I don't know. Whatever you need. If you need just someone to yell at or punch or sing at or whisper angrily towards, I'm here for that.
It is only that I thought that I would have more time with her, and now she is gone before she could ever reveal the truth to anyone in our family.
Yeah. But at least the truth is out there. It's with you. It lives on with you and your brother and your brother's wife and your brother's children. The truth of her and her existence and her legacy, that continues. And You don't have to bear that legacy alone. It's a lot of burden to hold for one person, so if you need someone to support, a little scaffolding, as they say in university.
You always were the best roommate a person could have.
No. You always dragged me to parties and I always begged you to take me home.
This is true. Oh, do you remember that one party where, well, I barely remember the party, but I'm sure that you remember the
I
party.
remember.
There was a lot of drinking.
Yeah, I partook in a beverage and then I partook in taking you back to dorm on
That
my
was
own.
so much fun. I think I wrote a song about that and I don't think I cannot remember it.
You know, I do think that gave me some strength. Like my thighs, pretty sure they're the strongest muscle in my body. So I'm gonna thank you for that because I really had to bend with my knees, not lift with the back. That hurts. Lift with the legs.
Yes, lift with the legs. This is a very important skill.
So yeah. Oh, do you remember that one dude with the thing on his head?
Oh my
He always wore
goodness,
that
yes.
stupid hat.
Why did he always wear that hat? It just made him look even taller than he already was.
I know. Sometimes I look around dramatically. Sometimes I think about that guy when I'm with Cal because he's so tall and he has things on his head. Although those are attached to him, so it's different.
This is true. Cal really cannot help it. It is just
Yeah,
unfortunate.
it's pretty cool though. It's like literally cool. So like if you're feeling kind of warm, you could just like sleep next to him. It'll kind of cool you down.
I
Oh,
rolled a nat 20 to see if Cal overheard you. Uh, so he just like, huh? Oh, they're talking about me.
No, good thing. But
You
yeah,
don't know.
like,
You don't notice him listening.
but yeah, like if you need to cool down, he's like literally pretty cool.
that is good to know.
Yeah,
How long do
so
you think we are going to be stuck down here?
at least until morning.
This is probably a good guess. I'm glad I asked.
Very logical, which is weird for me, but
So have you discovered any good traditions or things since you have left?
Yeah, been on a few expeditions, one important one, but I can't really discuss it too much right now. But
That important.
another one, huh? Huh?
That important, huh?
Well, it's just I actually don't know if I'm allowed to talk about it. It's not important like the university is like, you can't do shit. You can't say anything. It's more of like the people. I need to like kind of figure out if I'm okay to talk about it kind of thing. So I don't know. I might need to like I really don't want to talk to that guy, but I might need to talk to that guy.
I see. I understand.
Yeah. It was not great. But it was also great, but also not great. So,
It is very strange to think that this is how my great legacy and adventure will begin.
how so?
Well, every good story it begins with the death of a parent.
This is very accurate. There's quite a few folk tales that begin with the death of a parent before the hero's journey takes forward. So,
Exactly.
Darkblade is like sitting in the corner like this, like eyes closed, and then she like opens one eye and she's like, some of us never had parents to begin with.
that's also in many folk tales.
Dark.
See, I'm kind of the outlier. Both my parents are alive and crazy.
And I'm thinking to myself, some of us wish our parents were dead.
Caltherion's like, I also have two parents.
I do wish
We're
that
the
one of
outlier.
my
See?
parents was dead, but instead the other one is now dead.
maybe that's the journey. It's either the journey to killing or the journey to forgiving. I do say one is probably better for children, but
I
to
I
each their
will
own.
I will say that likely the forgiveness is not going to be on the horizon.
Okay, so the kiddies can't hear the story then.
Yes.
It's a story for young adults.
Aren't the children asleep? Jordan, are the children
The
asleep?
children are asleep. I think she means the metaphorical children of the like the once the thing is written, like the young
Oh.
adult book. Like no,
I was like, oh, you can't say it now?
All the children are asleep forever until
Okay,
they
I will.
Wow. Real deep.
But yeah,
and once
um,
that they are no
do
longer
do
children.
yeah, once they're no longer children, this will be a good story, especially since they're like part of it. So, um, do I sense any change in your
Probably
aura?
just like a lot of cover, like just a lot of like distraction and cover like going on and like trying to not think about the truth of the situation, and also just like Kira's very bad at handling her own emotions because she doesn't believe or trust them. So
Um, 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 um. Trying to see if I have anything that's not really magic-y. Nah. So, yeah. But yeah, when you are ready to like explore the deep swamp of emotion you're feeling, you know, it doesn't have to be me. We haven't spoken in 6 years, so you know. But whoever you feel comfortable with, just make sure you don't bottle. Bottling is bad unless you're fermenting. Then and you still have to aerate a little bit. You can't just let the bubbles build. You
it,
gotta like, and then you gotta close it again.
I thought it was like 20 years.
I don't know. Sometimes some kimchi recipes are different. So,
No, you said you haven't talked to her in 6 years.
oh yeah, 20, whatever.
I'm not talking about kimchi.
so it, it is okay. We will be trying to find Tapuala, and this will be a good adventure, a good
I
thing.
know that you're like feeling things, but can I tell you how low-key excited I am for that? Okay, that's all.
Uh, it will be very exciting to try and find this.
Yeah.
What
Anyway.
do
To be
you
honest, I
know
am
about
not sure there's not
Tapawola?
something.
Wait,
Mm-hmm.
say that again.
What do you know about Tapawola? I've only heard little bits from old wives' tales.
So
You
this
Lith.
Oh, yeah, okay.
okay,
Um, well, I mean, it has been documented. It hasn't been found. There have been many, 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 many expeditions, trying to find it, kind of suspected places where maybe it is, and uh, looking for areas that are thinner. When different elements come into our realm. For instance, the the air realm. When it comes into ours, there's certain areas where it may be thinner because there's more of a connection there. And so trying to find what the essence that you're looking for, the thinness, and trying to find it that way. Did it go into another realm? Did it, crash and become part of the earth and is it down, down deep in like maybe the underdark? There's a lot of different things, but it was a society that was very fascinating and still very mysterious. That's why people do think it is a fairy tale, a folk tale, a legend of Eld, or some people believe it is a warning for when magic is too much in power. So it's got different interpretations over the years, so it's really kind of hard to narrow down which way you're going for, right? I don't know if that answered your question.
No.
Basically, Tapuwala was full of this beautiful magic, and all of these people, maybe because of fighting or because of trying to become even more powerful, it broke apart and it fell. And since it has fallen, it has created quite a rupture in the balance of magic in our universe.
You actually listened to me when I was studying. Thank you.
Mostly it's from my mother. I am so sorry to tell you.
Oh,
Never
man.
listened
I talked to you so much about that shit, but whatever, fine. Your mom's cool too.
I mean, I'm sure
No,
that
it's fine. I like your
very
mom. Your
important
mom's
to
way
heal it.
cool. Your mom's fine. I love her. She's great. She was.
She
And
was.
Probably
she
shouldn't talk bad about her mother. She just
No,
lied.
she's great. I'm still talking the best about her. It's fine.
Was because she's dead.
That was
It's
uncalled for.
great, not again.
Can I take my dagger and then I'm going to just throw it at Grit?
You can roll to hit if you
Yes, please.
with your -1 strength.
Exactly. Thank you. That's a 10 to hit.
It does not hit.
I feel like
I dodge it and go, I'm sorry, Kira, that was uncalled for.
Darkblade and Grit's dynamic is so funny because Grit just like does shit that like Darkblade is like, are you fucking kidding me again? Grit.
I love it.
Anyway.
I,
So yeah.
sorry.
No, you're good.
Yeah.
I had the orphanage I was raised in. There was a caretaker, an elf. Their name was Veril Trisla. They used to mumble about rumors of Tapuala, said that it was a higher society that took care of the land. If we get this crystal back, the land will heal itself.
Yeah, that is a popular theory, especially nowadays with the kind of sentiment that has been going around about people with certain abilities versus people without certain abilities. But even if the land heals itself, you have to remember that the people need to put in the work as well. So while this will bring balance, the people in charge of Garzan will still probably do their best to keep themselves in power without accepting the balance, right? So gotta work from both ends.
But it will give us a fighting chance at least.
Yes, I think so.
Good.
I'm most fascinated with learning what they had.
Oh my God, look, Jordan's cat just did a big stretch.
Yeah, because there's the third cat is down here. My landlord's cat is on the floor, and so she just started growling because she saw him wake up. So I was more like paying attention to her.
But yeah, I will give you time so you can write and not bottle. Don't be kimchi.
What's
Don't
your
ferment your feelings.
I have
I
no
love
idea
that in
what
this
you're talking
world
about.
there's still kimchi.
What'd you say, Haley?
I have no idea what you are talking about. I never bottle up my feelings.
Okay, yeah, fine, sure, yeah. I'm gonna walk by. Pardon, sorry, excuse me. I just need to get back to my dragon guy. Okay, it's quite warm down here.
What time is it at this point?
Probably midnight.
All right. Darkblade's like,
Myself.
you
Oh,
should get your rest while you can.
Caltherion's like, that would be a good idea.
I'm just thinking to myself, for a blind person, you seem to be able to navigate yourself really well.
Grit.
No, she's thinking. She's
She
thinking
thought it.
it.
She thought
Say
it.
it out
Okay, okay,
loud.
got it. Yeah.
I have mumbled it under my breath. That's something I would say out loud.
It could be that kind of thing where you're the type of person that's not sure if you said it out loud or not.
Did I say that out loud?
Say what out loud?
Nothing.
Okay, good night.
So yeah,
Wait, does someone need to like stay awake?
the
I don't
bosun.
know.
Well, you don't know this, but the bosun is awake.
Yeah. I know him. I know how he goes.
You know how he rolls? Okay.
Oh,
Usually
funny.
rolls a d20.
They know how he goes.
So yeah, you go to sleep. In the morning, he comes down pretty early, like 6:30 or something, to make sure that you're all in your where you're supposed to be, and the place looks like it is once again a hold full of cargo. There are no cabinets, there are no drawers, there are no trapdoor things to lift up. There's only floor and wall. And he's like, all right, if there's anyone on board, they better keep it to themselves. And leaves again.
Does he like do the knock to me and I do it back just to make sure like everything's
No, he
good?
just comes and says that, like hoping that.
Okay.
But
Jordan, let me have my secret knock.
well, sure, okay, fine. Because you asked a question, so like
No, you're fine. You're fine. He'll just say that. We're good to go.
okay. Because even he's not sure exactly where you ended up in the cabinets. So then the boat you hear the rumble of the paddle wheel start up, and other things happen to make the steam go, and then you're moving if you're even awake for it.
Jordan really knows the mechanics of this.
I try. Well, I mean, I think about that opening scene in Titanic with the propellers starting up and whatever, but it doesn't take like
I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done.
I was hearing it in my head.
like steamboats run on water, don't they? Like, I mean, steam from hot water. Isn't that right? Or do they have coals in them?
I know I called you out on this, but I don't actually know the answer.
Well, he shouldn't need much of a crew anyway. So yeah, whatever, and the boat gets underway. And just like he said would happen about 7 o'clock, maybe like 7:30, by the time everything gets started up and settled and whatever, the boat sort of stops. And I'm gonna roll for the kids just to see. As people come on board to look over things, that's a 50% chance for one of them and 10 for the other. So there's a 50% chance that one of the kids makes some noise like but with the rumble of the paddle boat and stuff, it's very hard to hear that, and the mom is able to keep her from being too loud, and she's like, just a little bit longer.
Here is another candy.
Yeah, although I mean you're like, yeah, it's probably Nazan and that child in the cabinet together.
If worst comes to worst, we do have chloroform.
Yeah, that's what it's for. So the customs people and guards who are looking for magic, whatever, like they wand around seeing if they can detect any magic, and they also check over the cargo to make sure it's legit cargo and whatever too. Um, and then they're gone because can you? Well, let's do one stealth check. So can you just roll stealth? It's like for the quiet of your breathing, essentially.
I get 24.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Mama. Okay.
What did you get, Chel? 7. Okay. Kirta's family also didn't do very well.
And that's with my +4.
Gosh, I'm so glad you told me. I would have never known otherwise.
Every single person on this Zoom right now has asked at least once.
So the guard is like, because he rolled really high, or I mean the group of guards. They like look around because they hear some noises and stuff, especially from Kirta's family. And Grit, maybe you're like shuffling around. You're like, I can't get comfortable. You're so little though, so hopefully that helps a little bit.
Or
Um, and the guards are like, where's that coming from? But they're not smart enough to figure it out, and they're like, well, maybe it's just people. They like look outside, and there are people walking around the river even early in the morning, and they're like, okay, it's just water noises and people outside, whatever. And so eventually the inspection ends after 20 minutes, and
they're
the
not smart enough? That does sound like police.
they're
Yeah.
not smart enough to like understand that it could be from inside. And
Call is coming from inside the house. I'm sorry, I'll stop.
That's what was in my head.
wait, what is that quote from?
That's a horror film.
Oh. So yeah, the boat gets moving again, and you are out of Garzon. At some point, like 30 minutes later, the bosun comes down again, with the boat slowing down just a little bit so that he can avoid like piloting it while he's coming to talk to you. And he's like, "All right, we're past the point of difficulty. You can come out and stretch your legs now. I'd advise you to not come out on deck yet, though. Maybe give it another 2 hours."
About time.
So he goes back to piloting. And the kids are like, I hated that! Get out and run around. I have to pee! And
They're like a chamber pot?
there's probably something. I don't know. There is like a bathroom on board.
Lay. Okay. Oh, I forgot we were in the Industrial Revolution.
Yeah.
Indoor plumbing. It's gonna be big.
So, yeah, the mom takes the kids to the bathroom essentially. I imagine there's probably a line for the bathroom. But um, at some point, Kirta comes to Kira in the morning, and also, Darkblade, you would know. So the bosun not only keeps all these blankets and pillows and stuff for this reason, but there is like food stashed away that you're welcome to because this is part of your normal route.
Yeah.
So
I would
you,
say that Darkblade gives the once the kids are done using the bathroom, she definitely gives it to the kids first.
and they're like, yay! So Kirta comes to Kira and he's like, Kira, just make sure that you're unmuted.
Sorry, I thought I was unmuted. I said yes, and then
Oh,
something happened.
um, how are you doing?
About as well as can be expected. How are you?
The same. I am still mad that we didn't do a funeral, but I will wait until we get to Bildul.
Well, I am angry that our father essentially killed our mother.
Well, there is that too. Well, keep a stiff upper lip.
Well, you know me, the stiffest of the upper lips.
So, being totally awkward about talking about feelings leaves. Runs in the
Oh
family.
man.
How did the kids do with the having to be quiet?
Well, Leah was making noises, but apparently the guards did not hear, so that is good.
That is quite good.
Um, and now we can relax a little bit, I think. Maybe when we get to Bilmdum, we should probably disguise ourselves, like get a haircut or something. Dye our hair.
Oh,
Just in case.
a good idea. I have always wanted to be a blonde.
I don't know how I feel about that, but I mean, it is something different.
Well,
Although sometimes I wonder how much our father even knows what we look like today. It's not like he's ever visited us in like 30 years or something.
yes, he is not very much on our radar, but I imagine he would have been looking for us, so he probably knows something about us. I mean, if Mother is going to tell us to hide.
That's right, and he would tell his cronies what we look like. Probably has pictures of us, so. I will tell Nazan that we need to disguise ourselves.
That is probably a good plan.
Later in the day, the bosun comes down again and is like, we're far enough away from Garzan, I think, that we're out of their purview, so if you want to come and look, it's a beautiful day. Almost as if nothing happened last night. It's weird how that kind of thing happens. Nature looks so beautiful, and yet there's a storm in our world.
That was beautiful. I am going to write
Was that the bosun?
Yeah.
So bosun's like secretly a poet.
Are we like out of the city?
Yeah, you're out of the city, and now
Okay.
you're like 2 hours from the city now by steamship. So
Okay.
you're just on the river itself, seeing countryside, and at this point, let me look at the map because I just want to look. You'd still see the forested mountains and stuff. You're not out of that, but so yeah, like you're seeing some forested mountains. To the other side of the river, you're starting to see the plains, and it's a nice sunny day. It's beautiful, sparkling on the river. You can
I
smell the
will.
muddy water.
I'll ask Caltherion to describe it to me.
So yeah, he's like, and because he loves nature, he's like, the water sparkles. The sun is high in the sky, but it is not quite noon yet, and stuff like
Everyone's
that.
secretly a poet.
Yeah. And he's used to describing things for you, so he's gotten better and better at it over the years. I lost a die and I don't know where it went, but it's not that important. And you see that he's like, the grasslands are stretching off to our left. I suppose that's the port side. And there's a mistiness about them.
Ooh, a mistiness. Fun.
um, so yeah, do you want to do anything? It's going to take you like 6 hours to get to Chitka. Any
What are we
talking?
supposed to do in that time?
Well, talk, get to know each other, play a game, like, or something, or you just
Darkblade,
sharpen your weapons or something like that.
why do you not regale us with your stories of your adventures and the things you have done?
All right, that was not Darkblade, that was Amanda.
Moment ever. What have I done?
Amanda's like, what should we do? And
Obviously,
Haley's like, you can fill the time.
no, but also, I mean, you can change all of the names and the places for the security of the people that you have saved and things like that, but surely your life is very interesting.
Yeah, like if there's someone that you don't like, you can use the name like, oh, this one Chet did something.
Oh, well, basically, since I was young, I have seen the discrimination that has been going on with the magical races, as I'm sure you all have as well, except maybe Yelith, because you're human, right?
Originally, yeah.
I because she was blind. Wow, Darkblade.
I didn't even mean it that way. I apologize.
Oh, no, no.
No, you said
I
human.
but she meant like see.
Oh,
If it
My
makes
bad.
you feel better, I have not always been blind, so this is rather new.
Why are you? How did that happen then?
Yes, I
In
would
my
like to know your story. Yeah.
well, similar to kind of what you were touching upon, the magical races that I've seen prejudice. I adventured. I took an expedition to discover how the magical race of the Genasi were faring since they had kind of left the world. Um, and so I was there and we were having a really good time. Huh? Hmm?
Sorry.
No, I
Just
didn't hear you.
I said who are the Genasi?
So the Genasi are people who um whose parents have a connection of some sort to one of the elemental realms, so the air, water, fire, earth, etc. And so when they are born, they have attributes of uh, that realm, that element. So like air genasi may have light blue skin and affinity towards air magics. Fire genasi may have a deep red skin, some fire resistance and ability to fire stuff, so on and so on and so forth. There was this one really cool earth genasi I saw, who like when he would get hurt, like because he was part of a warriors battalion of sorts, when he would get hurt, instead of um, bleeding coming out, like instead of blood coming out, his arm would chip and you would see like geodes esque things inside. It was really cool. Like they're
Well,
fascinating people just visually. Um,
my mentor was an Earth Genasi.
well, that's awesome.
He was a mercenary when I knew him.
Oh, tell me more.
Well, what do you mean a warrior? The one that you saw?
Oh, so because they left due to the prejudice. Um, pardon me. So they left. The bouncing of the sea and not really being able to see the horizon kind of messing with my inner ear, not gonna lie. Um, but anyway, so they left. They went to a different realm, which I went to thanks to Cal's help. And so I got to see them. And so they've kind of set up their own society. And since there are other dangers there, they have a warrior sect or job class or occupation, military, anyway, um, things
I
to
thought there
keep.
might be an overlap, but I guess not.
Oh, I mean, possibly. So if they leave that place, apparently they're not welcomed back. So maybe your mentor is from there and is not allowed back, which is quite sad. It's quite a beautiful place. But I also understand why you want Ivy to leave. So anyway, that happened. I clearly did something I wasn't supposed to, so I got punished. And yes,
I mean, not to be rude. What did you do?
as my uh, punisher told me, while the second part of a saying may be true, curiosity did indeed kill the cat. So I may have been too curious. So
Well,
this part, and I'm going to take off my hood. This is actually probably humorous to them. the actual curse is the blindness. So this is just funny thing on top of it.
You know, I
Well,
do have to
some
say
of us
it
have.
looks very cool.
Too
What?
many things happening. What?
It looks cool, the horn. I know previously I thought that maybe it was not so cool, but now I think it is kind of cool.
The cat ears.
Yes, the cat ears.
Well, some of us enjoy having horns on our head, so welcome to the club, Yulith.
Oh, yeah, it's pretty cool. It's a cool club to be in, I'm not gonna lie.
Can you make them do the like?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is actually kind of terrible because I'm already bad at lying, so like these don't help.
Is that why
So,
you cover them?
yeah, and again, people freak out or they think things or they're uncomfortable around it. So, actually, Cal and I were in one place on our way back, and I guess covering them wasn't enough, so I actually had to like take some bandages and like kind of tie them down. So for a time it was really hard to hear, and like Cal was literally like my rock, my guide dragon. Thanks. Um, so
Wow. What did you try to find out? And did you find it out?
I don't really know. Um, I just wanted answers. I wanted to know why they were allowed certain things and who figured that out and who decided that. And I went too far, possibly, got too close. Who knows? The entity that did this to me made his disapproval very clear.
What is the name of the entity that did this thing to you?
DM, am I allowed to say his name? I don't know if there's
You
anything that
never
you've
told me
added.
any. No, because you never
Okay,
told
I
me
just
anything
wanted to
about.
make sure you didn't add anything.
No, because like I know I've done a character in the past where they could not even talk about their curse, but you never said that you couldn't talk about your
Okay,
curse.
okay, I just wanted to double check. Okay,
He probably would want it to be a warning anyway, and would want you to tell people about it.
yeah. Uh, yes, so this was the Archfey Violata?
Violta?
Violata?
I was saying Vialta.
Vialta? Let's go with
Yeah.
that. Vialta. I made the name. I didn't actually say the name. Uh,
Not
so
Viagra.
Vialta, of the Blooming Vale. So yeah, again, Archfey are known for being quite tricksy. Um, so while again, this part may have been the humorous joke, inside joke for himself. Uh, the true issue is the blindness. Can't really do what I do without being able to see
Oh,
clearly.
get it. You saw too much, so now you can't see at all.
Can you
You
ever
know?
can you ever change it back? Like, will he ever release you of this curse? Do you know?
Nope. I was pretty much expelled shortly after. Um, I mean, Cal, you have more of a connection to that realm than me. Um, I know you could probably head back. I don't know if you can go to the same place though. It was already a kind of difficult ceremony.
You had to do a ceremony.
And it's interesting, they only cursed her. Maybe because she was the leader of the expedition. Like, I don't have a curse. And no one else that was there got. Well, wait a minute. There was one person, right?
Yeah, they know. I mean, they weren't cursed, and they actually found my predicament quite interesting and they're kind of annoying. Um, but I think yeah.
I have a random question. I know it just reminded me, the cat ears just reminded me that I have a disguise kit somewhere, but I can't find it in my inventory.
It would be under tools, I think, on the left side.
Rules. Oh, got it. Thank you.
But yeah, so just me. Anyway, Grit, tell me your story. We could stop talking about me. It's not interesting.
Well, it is. It's fascinating. Um, I mean, Darkblade, you were about to share your stuff too.
Go ahead, Grit. Your story is fascinating as well.
I just got into some trouble. Things weren't going my way, much like yours now. And got a little bit of an addiction, and ended up owing some people some money. And that's kind of my whole story.
Come on, Grit. You love talking about yourself. I'm sure there's more.
I don't.
Great.
Darkblade.
Jordan, is now a good time to discover how we know each other, or should we do that outside of the
If you
session?
want to improv it, you're welcome to.
Never mind, we'll figure it out outside of the session.
Well, I mean, Darkblade, obviously, you know that I was in a fight ring for a little while because you did help me get out of that one.
Yes, I did, but I'm sure we can talk about that later once we've come to another stopping point on our journey.
Caltherion's like, but we will always be moving.
You guys just let me get away with it.
Yeah.
I was very helpful earlier. You seemed to be struggling. I asked Neelith, and then now you're turning it around on me and stuff. I'm just saying,
Darkblade doesn't like talking about herself.
neither do I. I don't. Let me just be very clear. I talk about my personality. I'll tell you all about how I oh, I once slept with the prince of Brunei. Um, you know, I, I do tend to get my way. I am is the bosun guy, is he anywhere nearby?
I imagine that you're out on the deck and he's in the little bridge. He's not, he's probably like 15 feet away from you.
Can he hear us?
No, he's in a little covered room.
I've actually never been turned down like that and let the guy get away with it. So, you know,
Like the guard. The guard earlier.
he didn't turn me down. I got exactly what I wanted from him.
Fine.
What are you talking about? I wanted his attention so that you guys could sneak past him.
Caltherion's like, thank you very much for that, by the way.
Yeah, I don't understand. Darkblade, what are you insinuating?
Nothing at all.
I feel like there's more to this than you're sharing, and I don't understand. So if you want to explain it, that could be helpful so that I can understand. Maybe I can have some inner growth. You know, we're trying to grow.
Fine. I think you are fine just the way you are. Anyways, Caltherion, what's your story? Wait, we should probably wait for
Yeah,
He just skitters away.
yeah, he's like, oh, a butterfly. And
He does love nature.
yeah, he wild shapes into something and runs away. No, I think he doesn't have any qualms against talking about himself, but we'll let Steven do it.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem talking about myself. I don't like to share my history. But like that's because there's not that much that happened, obviously.
It's hard to know when you're in character and when you're not.
I'm just always in character.
Like it's hard. I mean, I need to know when you're actually saying things out loud and when you're not.
Oh, I was saying that out loud.
Okay.
Uh, I I thought it was obvious based on the accent, but the accent is so bad that I understand.
Well, no, I mean, just because earlier, like Amanda was describing something out of character, and then you answered in character, and so then I'm like, okay, so now we're actually talking. Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Um, yeah, in real life, shit, I got a whole shit ton of crazy shit that happened to me, but I'm not sharing that shit. Are you fucking kidding me? We're not there yet. I don't know you guys. I mean, I don't know you. Um, okay, but back to playing. Um, I just keep sorry, I just says Viagra restroom. 1 second.
That chat be seen in the recording?
No.
Oh no.
Yeah.
We've referenced so many things in the chat.
That's fine.
It's good that the chat can't be seen in the. It's good that the chat. I can't go back and forth between accents.
I can't.
I can't.
Mira, what's your story?
Well, even though I am sure you are only asking in jest, because I am the most famous bard this side of the Garzon, really. Um, I'm a traveling bard. What is there to say?
Do you sing one song over and over and over again?
I mean, this is my most famous song, yes, but I do sing other songs as well.
What would you perform that one song for us?
Ah, boy, do you know that I will. Especially right now with the I have been crying over the death of my mother. So my voice is not as wonderful as it normally is. Um, oh, you know what? How about instead I sing the song that I wrote for you?
About me?
Yes, I have written a song about you.
Have you written songs about all of us?
No, I've just written this one right now as you have been rescuing us to safety.
Sure.
Just play it.
It was like this. Through shadows veil on the dark road's trail, the Darkblade strides, their justice prevails. A whispering night, a savior unseen, our rogue of the shadows, whose blade sharp and keen.
Side note, as Amanda, that slapped, and I'm incredibly impressed that you wrote that. As Darkblade, I knew I recognized your voice.
My
Seen
goodness.
you perform before, I believe.
That you have
Yeah.
seen me perform. Oh, thank you so much.
I did not say whether I liked it, but I have seen you perform.
I will be happily to give you an autograph sometime, not here. You know, there is too much going on, and then I will have to give autographs to everybody. It will be a bit much.
It's fine, I don't need it, but thank you.
Kirta comes. He's like, "Was that my sister singing again?" Don't let her do that.
Why?
She's not good. We don't need to break our ears listening to her.
It was of her own volition, I will say.
What are you talking about? Break your ears listening. Oh, Kurta, you are always such a joker, man. Yes, you are. It's funny.
She thinks she is good. She went to college for this thing, and she doesn't have a voice.
She has a voice.
I'm
Absolutely.
glad that you think so, Grit.
You can go to college for music. Fascinating. And people spend their money on that.
When you have an upper class family where it doesn't matter as much, it is okay.
So the song goes. Can you sing it one more time, Kira? Through shadows veil.
On the dark roads trail, the dark blade strikes, and their justice prevails. A whisper in night, the savior unseen, a rogue of the shadows whose blade sharp and keen.
Sharp and keen, sharp and keen. Oh, you finished. I think that's lovely.
You have to hold out the last note for a really long time. You go
Now, as much as I appreciate your writing of that song, please don't sing it in public. As you could probably imagine, I do this in secret.
Oh, this is why I will not sing it around you, obviously, but to everyone, they should know there is a dark night.
Well, maybe change because I feel like she's trying to keep things on the DL, as the kids say.
Oh,
But
So maybe instead of Dark Road's Trail, you could say, I don't know. I'm not really into the writing.
Well,
The
also,
Shadows Veil on the Trail of Justice.
you know what? I think I will sing another song. I think
but also, in case you misunderstood, it's called the Dark Route.
Oh, the Dark Road is fine. And we'll take
yeah.
out Darkblade. So instead of the Darkblade strikes,
got
we'll
it.
say the Black Blade
Down,
strikes.
down the route, down the dark blade's route.
I'm just saying,
And,
Darkblade strikes and Darkblade also. It's just a blade. Like, you don't need to think that people are going to think that you're the person in the song. Stop stifling creativity.
It's not so much about creativity as it is safety of the people using the Dark Route.
Kirta's like, I agree. We are taking advantage of Darkblade's hospitality. I don't know what to call it.
I got it. Obsidian Blade. You could use that.
Yes, obsidian.
Yes.
That is the same amount of syllables as dark.
The Obsidian Blade strikes.
That works so well. I'm so impressed.
Fair justice prevails.
I
I
love
don't know the rest.
That was fantastic.
I'm excited to see what songs you write about the other group members.
I think I will write one for Yelith entitled Here Kitty Kitty.
Oh, maybe no. Maybe change the title.
Yelith is a mystery cat. She's
I'm what?
the mystery cat. She's called the Hidden Claw.
Oh, no one calls me that. That's fun.
Yelith, do you have claws?
No, I have hands. I don't even carry a blade. I have this mace,
She's the master
but
anthropologist.
that's about it.
Can they find them all?
Akira, I'm sorry. Yelith was talking over your song, so I didn't get to hear it.
Oh, I sing it again. Don't worry.
Okay.
Yelith is a mystery cat. She's called the Hidden Claw. For she's a master anthropologist. She can defy them all.
Woo!
Kirta's like, I never knew that you were so good at being into bad music, Grit.
This is the best music ever. Clearly, because you did not go to the college for the music, you do not understand what is the classics.
Let us hope that when you
the
finish,
College of Music?
Of course, I graduated.
let us hope when you finish this mission and Tapawala is restored, that somehow it teaches you how to sing.
She knows how to sing, Kirsa.
Sure she
It
does.
is
Grit,
okay.
sure.
Krita has always been this kind of how do you say backwards when it comes to understanding music and tone?
I just, I enjoy people's creativity and their
It also
joy.
Carta is tone deaf.
Yes. Oh,
I'm not tone deaf. I'm going back to my kids though.
I had a question about whether the kids can hear the songs.
They're like on the other side of the ship, so maybe they can hear it, but they're just playing over there.
They're like already sick of
Mm.
Kira singing. They're
And
like
Kira's
sitting
doing
there
it
jotting
again.
I'm not okay with the putting down of other people and their passions. Just so you know,
Can't tell if you're saying that as Chelsea or not.
huge Kira supporter. Huge Kira supporter.
Oh,
I
Grit,
think
I knew you were always one of my number one fans.
Yes.
as you continue traveling, I think we can leave it there for now, so that we can get Steven in on this fun.
Steven
and
deserves his own song.
and moment in the sun. Like
I
so.
do expect a
Guys,
song
I
from me.
can't wait for that to be all over the internet.
All right. So thank you for joining us. Have a good day.